Red said she the modern day Boosie, man.
Yeah, I saw that.
What you think?
I mean, I feel like she gave me my flowers, like I say. Like, I feel like she really gave me my flowers because Sexy Red from the loop.
The moment a certain tape started floating around, everything exploded into chaos. Fans went from excited curiosity to all-out obsession in a matter of hours. People couldn't stop whispering about Boozy and Sexy Red and the hints that something major had gone down behind closed doors. At first glance, it sounded like just another wild rumor in a long list of music industry gossip. But this time, there was talk of real evidence. Footage, secrets, and possible consequences that might stick for life. Nobody wanted to believe it was possible. Boozy's hardcore image and Sexy Red's unpredictable persona seemed like a recipe for drama. But not even the biggest cynics expected a scandal of this magnitude. Then, almost overnight, pieces started falling into place. Whispers of a hush-hush fling came out, followed by claims they'd been hanging out in ways they swore they never would. The biggest shock? Reports suggesting Boozy ended up with a damaging gift from Sexy Red. One that might never go away. Yet that's only the beginning. Beneath the swirling rumors are layers of old grudges, dramatic exes, and alleged tape leaks that turned an already messy tale into a raging dumpster fire. If you're ready for a deep dive into the rumor mill, complete with hushed phone calls, suspicious ankle monitors, and controversies as wild as they come, strap in. This story is about to head down a road littered with enough drama to last a lifetime. It all kicked off when a clip supposedly featuring Boozy and Sexy Red hit the internet. Nobody knew exactly where it came from or who first spilled the tea, but the second it appeared, fans rushed to find it. People who claimed they saw the video described it as steamy, explicit, and hard to deny. Some said it showed Boozy in a state no one had seen before, completely wrapped around Sexy Red's finger. Just as fast as the rumors rose, so did the speculation about deeper implications. Was it an intentional leak, a revenge move, or just a random upload from someone who wanted clout? Even more intriguing, many pointed out that Boozy had been publicly downplaying Sexy Red for months. Whenever the topic came up,
Second, hold on. March 22nd, we at the Boosie Bash. I need all the ass, all the titties out, cause Big Sexy in that motherfucker. I'm coming to see all the bad bitches. I love the niggas too. Bring the niggas out, Boosie. I know Boosie can bring thugs out.
he'd brush it aside like it was nothing, insisting he hardly knew her beyond a casual, "What's up?" But those who saw the leaked footage spoke differently. They said the chemistry was obvious and implied there might have been more going on than a single night. Once that possibility crept in, social media exploded. Meme pages ran wild with theories, while fans dropped comments like, "Now we know why Boozy was grinning so hard when she showed up in that scandalous outfit." Nobody would confirm if the video was real, but nobody outright denied it either. That silence spoke volumes. Instead of clarifying, Boozy simply started lashing out online, blocking people, and threatening to sue anybody who claimed to have real evidence. And that's where the next level of rumors kicked up. If he's so defensive, maybe he has something to hide. Boozy's response was swift and borderline frantic. Normally, he's the type who laughs off rumors or claps back with snide remarks. This time, though, he went on a spree, deleting posts, blocking longtime followers, and even slapping disclaimers on his social accounts. He denied the tape's existence at first, then shifted to claiming it was fake news, a deep fake, or a heavy edit. To make matters worse, insiders said he was calling around, panicking about potential repercussions. One source claimed Boozy was worried about more than just embarrassment. There were suggestions he might have left the encounter with something that doesn't wash off. The alleged tape was only the tip of the iceberg. The real fear was what Sexy Red might have spread beyond those few recorded minutes. Naturally, the internet latched onto the STD chatter. Gossip forums and fan pages started dissecting old interviews and behind-the-scenes clips, searching for hints that Boozy had gone to the clinic. Some even posted screenshots of him looking uncomfortable in public, joking, "He definitely got that itch." As juvenile as it sounded, the wave of rumors wouldn't die, not when Boozy was so visibly rattled. Through it all, Boozy's meltdown only stoked the flames. Every time he lashed out, calling fans liars or threatening to block them, he fueled suspicions further. People asked, why would he be so defensive if there was nothing there? If the rumored tape was completely bogus, wouldn't he just laugh it off? That's the puzzle that kept fans engaged, eyes glued to the next update. While Boozy spiraled, Sexy Red seemed unbothered.
Boosie bad bitch, Sexy Red bad ass bitch. Don't play no motherfucking game.
Don't play with
It's
us.
a motherfucking party, and we turning all the way motherfucking
It's
up.
a gangster party, bitch.
It's a motherfucking gangster party. Get
She hopped onto social media as usual, flaunting bold outfits, teasing new music, and stirring up headlines in other ways. To outsiders, it looked like she was living her best life, unfazed by the drama swirling around her name. But longtime followers knew this wasn't her first dance with scandal. Months before, her own ex had blasted her with some of the most personal accusations possible. He claimed she'd passed him an infection without telling him, leaving him furious and betrayed. That explosive claim came complete with a leaked phone call, one so raw and angry that the entire internet dropped their jaws. In it, the ex demanded to know if she was warning her new partners. He even accused her of lying, just as she allegedly lied to him. Sexy Red tried to defend herself, calling the ex a liar and telling followers they'd believe anything. However, many fans found her explanation half-hearted, especially once the phone call clips spread everywhere. The damage was done. Sexy Red is out here infecting folks became a common refrain on social media. Whether it was true or not, the rumors attached themselves to her image and never quite left. Then there was her lip gloss line, an eyebrow-raising marketing move that embraced some truly jarring names. Gorilla, Yellow Discharge, and other cringe-inducing labels had people questioning her judgment. Sexy Red shrugged it off as edgy humor, but critics saw it as proof she was willing to leverage any shock tactic for attention. For Boozy, hooking up, if he did, might have seemed like no big deal in the heat of the moment. Only now, that same edgy rep threatened to drag him into a scandal deeper than he bargained for. While Boozy spiraled, Sexy Red seemed unbothered. She hopped onto social media as usual, flaunting bold outfits, teasing new music, and stirring up headlines in other ways. To outsiders, it looked like she was living her best life, unfazed by the drama swirling around her name. But longtime followers knew this wasn't her first dance with scandal. Months before, her own ex had blasted her with some of the most personal accusations possible. He claimed she'd passed him an infection without telling him, leaving him furious and betrayed. That explosive claim came complete with a leaked phone call, one so raw and angry that the entire internet dropped their jaws. In it, the ex demanded to know if she was warning her new partners. He even accused her of lying, just as she allegedly lied to him.
Sexy Red said she the modern day Boosie, man.
She kinda right. Because people respect my ratchetness. You might not like it, you might not like it, but you respect it. I'm not hiding nothing. I'm not trying to be somebody.
Sexy Red tried to defend herself, calling the ex a liar and telling followers they'd believe anything. However, many fans found her explanation half-hearted. Especially once the phone call clips spread everywhere, the damage was done. Sexy Red is out here infecting folks became a common refrain on social media. Whether it was true or not, the rumors attached themselves to her image and never quite left. Then there was her lip gloss line, an eyebrow-raising marketing move that embraced some truly jarring names. Gorilla, Yellow Discharge, and other cringe-inducing labels had people questioning her judgment. Sexy Red shrugged it off as edgy humor, but critics saw it as proof she was willing to leverage any shock tactic for attention. For Boozy, hooking up, if he did, might have seemed like no big deal in the heat of the moment. Only now, that same edgy rep threatened to drag him into a scandal deeper than he bargained for. Once people started linking Boozy's meltdown with Sexy Red's past, speculation ran wild. Could he have caught something, just like her ex claimed to have? Did Boozy think he was immune to the toxic swirl of drama that seemed to follow her everywhere? Fans spent hours dissecting the slightest clues, like certain interviews where Boozy shifted in his seat or wore an odd expression when asked about personal health. Meanwhile, more rumors popped up. One claimed that when Sexy Red realized Boozy was denying their fling, she decided to mark him in retaliation. Another rumor insisted she was simply careless with multiple partners and passed something along unintentionally. None of these stories were confirmed, but the avalanche of chatter was enough to keep the buzz intense. People started calling out Boozy for hypocrisy too. He'd made a name off being brash and unapologetic, so why cower now? Others pointed out that he had every right to protect his medical privacy, but the more he tried to shut down the conversation, the more determined fans became to uncover details. For many, the ultimate question was whether the rumors about him being burned were real, or just a juicy storyline designed to keep everyone talking. Before Boozy could regain any semblance of control, another figure emerged from the sidelines. Chief Keef. Sexy Red had been linked to him off and on, popping up in photos that made them look more than friendly. She'd show off his chain on social media, spark fan theories with cryptic captions, and then shrug it off like it was all brother-sister vibes. But the timeline got murky fast. Had she been involved with Chief Keef before, during, or after Boozy? And if she was involved with multiple men in such a short window, did that raise the odds of passing something around? Conspiracy-minded fans began to connect dots in every possible configuration, as though the entire rap community was swirling in one giant pot of drama. In reality, no one could confirm exactly how deep Sexy Red's relationship with Chief Keef went. Still, when she teased that if anyone doubted her kitty's cleanliness,
15 seconds of fame. So there's rumors of a Sexy Red and Lil Boosie sex tape that's out right now. I'm not confirming that, alright? But I believe it, because both of them niggas is crazy as hell.
they should ask him directly. Eyebrows shot up. Why bring Chief Keef in unless there was a reason? He stayed quiet, only appearing publicly at her events or music video shoots, fueling talk that they were definitely more than acquaintances. The deeper into this triangle, or quadrilateral, fans dug, the more complicated it became. Sexy Red's name was being attached to every male rapper who even blinked in her direction, and the conversation always circled back to the same question. If she's carrying something, wouldn't these artists be worried? That looming sense of unease stretched well beyond Boozy, casting suspicion on anyone who stepped into Sexy Red's orbit. While fans and gossip sites gorged themselves on daily updates, prominent voices in the culture started weighing in. Lord Jamar famously took aim at Sexy Red, calling her a negative force being pushed by the industry to send all the wrong messages. He criticized her explicit behavior and pointed to the controversies swirling around her as an example of how the music business rewards shock value. Charleston White joined the conversation too, labeling Sexy Red a destructive influence. He blamed her for inspiring younger talents, like Angel Ree, to pivot away from their more wholesome images in favor of attention-grabbing, borderline scandalous conduct. The theory, according to them, was that executives see money in controversy, so they boost the most outrageous acts, no matter how toxic. At that point, the Boozy rumor took on a bigger meaning. It wasn't just about two artists hooking up. It was about a supposed industry machine that thrives on controversy. If it's true that Boozy got tangled up in Sexy Red's brand of chaos, maybe he was just another pawn in a bigger game. Or maybe the entire fiasco was orchestrated to keep viewers hooked, ensuring new content drops every week. From a distance, these conspiracy theories might sound outlandish, yet the more people see major blogs ignore certain details, like the specific accusations from her ex, the more they suspect some deliberate cover-up. Accusations surfaced claiming that bigger platforms want to bury negative press about Sexy Red because she remains industry gold right now. Whether that's real or imagined, it adds another layer of mystery to an already tangled web. As the rumor mill kept churning, Boozy's trademark bravado seemed to crack. He'd built his career on being loud, unstoppable, and fearless.
March 22nd, we at the Boosie Bash. I need all the out because Big Sexy, I'm coming to see all the bad bitches. I love the arena. I know Boosie.
This time, though, the possible stakes were personal in a way he couldn't spin into a funny soundbite. If any part of the STD talk was valid, it could permanently tarnish his image and overshadow everything else in his career. Sources close to his circle mentioned he started distancing himself from certain hangouts and being more selective about who he associates with. Some rumored he even canceled or rescheduled public appearances to avoid direct questions. His social media turned into a confusing mix of denials, subliminal messages, and random jokes aimed at deflecting attention. Fans who used to ride with him through thick and thin began questioning his credibility. If he couldn't give a clear answer about Sexy Red, what else was he hiding? Others doubled down in support, insisting Boozy was being framed or dragged into a publicity stunt he never asked for. Either way, he found himself in a lose-lose scenario: address the rumors head-on and risk confirming them, or keep dodging them and look guilty by default. Lost in the mania was a bigger conversation about accountability and the culture of rumors in hip-hop. The Boozy Sexy Red storyline highlighted an industry environment where hooking up, leaking tapes, and STD accusations could dominate headlines for weeks on end. Meanwhile, real issues like artistry, mental health, and personal growth got buried. Critics wondered if the scene was too addicted to drama to notice the toll it takes on everyone involved. Yet the drama also revealed how easily fans can be swayed by half-baked evidence and rumor-fueled investigations. A few messy phone calls, some grainy footage, and heated accusations were enough to hold internet audiences captive. Some cynics said it was just business as usual. Controversy sells better than music, they scoffed. Others genuinely worried about the well-being of every person involved. Ultimately, the conversation turned Boozy from a star with a big personality into a man cornered by innuendo. People close to him claimed he was exhausted trying to control the narrative. They saw him as someone who just wanted to keep his personal matters private. But every attempt at privacy only made the rumor mill spin faster. For Sexy Red, the story cast her as an unapologetic figure, thriving off attention, whether it was positive or negative. Some admired her unfiltered approach, while others saw it as recklessness personified. So, where does that leave everything now? The truth behind Boozy and Sexy Red's rumored fling remains tangled in countless stories, half-denials, and possible half-truths. Was there really a tape, or did someone cleverly piece together random clips for shock value? And if they were involved, did Boozy really walk away with more than he bargained for? The questions are endless, and the confirmations are few. What's clear is that both Boozy and Sexy Red have been thrust into an extreme spotlight, one that might not dim anytime soon. With each passing day, new angles and conspiracy theories emerge, keeping viewers glued to any update, no matter how small or unverified. But maybe that's the point. In a culture addicted to sensational headlines, the actual facts can get lost in the shuffle while everyone focuses on the next mind-blowing twist. For anyone watching from the sidelines, the situation is a reminder that hype and scandal can consume even the most seasoned entertainers. Tomorrow, a fresh rumor might pop up, shifting the narrative all over again. Until then, the one thing everyone seems to agree on is that this story is far from over. There are too many unanswered questions, too many players involved, and too many hints of hidden truths lurking just beneath the surface. What do you think? Is Boozy truly caught up in something he can't deny? Did Sexy Red deliberately strike back when he tried to downplay their connection? Or is the entire saga just another example of how rumors can blow up in the digital age? Share your thoughts below, and don't forget to subscribe, because the next layer of this tangled web might be even wilder than what we've seen so far. If you made it this far, you've heard the swirling stories and the jaw-dropping rumors. Now, the real question is, do you believe all the whispers, or do you think this entire episode was orchestrated hype? Let your voice be heard in the comments. This saga has become an internet phenomenon, and every opinion is on the table. Stay tuned for more deep dives, because trust, the music world's next revelation might be knocking at the door sooner than you think.